So here we are. So the Arizona Coyotes knock out the Nashville Predators in 4 games in their qualifying series, a best of 5 series. The Arizona Coyotes were able to finish things up in 4 games thanks to a Brad Richardson overtime winner in Game 4. We'll be taking a look at that, the details of this series, and the future here for the Nashville Predators and the Arizona Coyotes. We'll be taking a look at all that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, and want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Let's take a look at how the Arizona Coyotes defeated the Nashville Predators in 4 games. So a pretty back and forth series to start things off. It was the Arizona Coyotes and the Nashville Predators exchanging wins in the first 2 games, and the Arizona Coyotes building off that momentum in game number 3, winning game 3, and taking care of business in Game 4, finishing the series in 4 games. Now, both teams had a pretty solid series. Obviously, the Arizona Coyotes started to dominate as things started to take shape for the Coyotes. And you got to give credit to the Predators. I mean, especially here in Game 4, they played a pretty solid game. They go down 2-0. They come back, tie the game at 2. Again, that resilience late in the game. The Coyotes score early in the third. They come back, tie the game with 31 seconds left in regulation. They find a way. They score a goal and take it to overtime. Unfortunately, they come up short. I honestly thought they were going to win that game, the Nashville Predators. I thought going into overtime they had all the momentum, over 50 shots in this game here in Game 4. Darcy Kuemper played unbelievable for the Arizona Coyotes and was really a difference maker at the end of the day for the Coyotes. UC Saros was pretty solid in between the pipes for the Nashville Predators. I don't think he would have done any differently than Pekka Rinne would have, so I don't think that was a bad move necessarily by the Arizona Coyotes, by the Nashville Predators. The Coyotes, Darcy Kuemper, like I said, he played very well this series, got peppered with shots, specifically in game number 4, 50 shots for the Nashville Predators. He only found a way to give up 3 goals in those 50 shots, so a pretty solid performance. And those goals that the Nashville Predators scored were pretty solid goals. Maybe that Arvidsson goal in Game 4 he maybe could have had, but that deflection, there were a couple of other goals that, it was a really good series for Darcy Kuemper, and this is what the Arizona Coyotes were hoping for. Not to mention they've gotten some help from the top guys. You saw Connor Garland getting in there. You saw not as much Taylor Hall, but he was definitely a difference maker in this series. You've also got Phil Kessel scoring in Game 4, which is always nice. And then you see the depth in Brad Richardson. Who would have thought? Brad Richardson gets the overtime winner to clinch the series for the Arizona Coyotes as they move on to the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. But not all loss here for the Nashville Predators. We've known for a while they've got a pretty solid group there in Nashville. And honestly, they're a team, we look at here, with the Lafreniere, the draft lottery being on Monday. Once all these qualifying round games are over, the Nashville Predators are probably one of the favorite teams by most fan bases. You don't want to see them go to Pittsburgh to play with Crosby. You don't want to see them go to Edmonton or Chicago or Toronto or the Rangers. Definitely me in particular. Don't want to see him go to the Rangers, but that's kind of the scenario we see here. I think the Nashville Predators would be a great fit for Alexis Lafreniere. I think the Predators, it's disappointing you lost. Obviously, the John Hines experiment hasn't been all that successful. I wonder what changes they make to the roster. I don't really know what you're going to do. There's a couple of flaws with this team. You've got Ryan Johansson down the middle, who I think we all expect a little bit more out of him. Mikael Granlund, that looked like a great trade for the Nashville Predators because he looks like a pretty solid top 6 center. And Matt Duchene, I think they're both pretty reliable centers, but they don't have that number 1 cornerstone piece player. I think a guy like Lafreniere could be that, that really good addition for the Predators. They have a 12.5% chance of that actually happening, so there's an 87.5% chance it doesn't happen for the Predators, but they still have a chance, right? So that's it for that. And meanwhile, for the Coyotes, you lose out on Lafreniere, but you get back to the Stanley Cup playoffs, which they have been desperately waiting for. They're finally starting to spend money. Yes, it's disappointing what's gone on with the management as John Chayka left the organization, but with a new owner and making the playoffs and trying to convince Taylor Hall to stay put with the Arizona Coyotes, this could be in the right direction for the Coyotes. And who knows, maybe we see like the Carolina Hurricanes last season. You make the playoffs And who knows what happens? Maybe you're the underdog that gets to the Western Conference Final, and at that point, you're one of the top 4 teams in the NHL. So who knows what could happen? So let me know down in the comment section down below. Preds fans, I know it's disappointing. UC Saros really, I mean, he didn't play that great. I think he could have done a little bit better, but there were definitely some issues with the Nashville Preds just getting the puck out of the zone, just some little things that really hurt them in this series, and inevitably it was what costed them in this 5-game series with the Coyotes. I had the Predators winning this series. I thought their leadership would be enough to overhold the Coyotes, but the desperation from the Coyotes really stood out, and not to mention Darcy Kemper in between the pipes was just way too good. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this series? And Preds fans, are you excited to possibly get Alexi Lafreniere? I'm sure that's on your mind now until Monday. So that's it for this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.